huge on me. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? Sorry, I just had to do a couple of things before I could hit the live button or whatever. Um, so I am out in the mega shelter, um, 2.0. I built a bushcraft chair today. That's what I'm sitting in right now. That video is uploading, and I actually learned how to upload more than one video at a time today. So that's kind of cool. Um, so there's two videos uploading. There's the one of me resurrecting this beast. Um, that will go live tonight around midnight my time. Excuse me. And then the second video, as soon as it uploads and processes and all that crap it's got to do through YouTube about building this bushcraft chair, um, that will be made available. And I'm just waiting for it to cool down a little bit and for me to get hungry, I guess. Um, I'm doing it overnight in the mega shelter tonight. There's a 93% chance of rain and thunderstorms, but I'm not holding my breath. Um, so we'll see. But in tonight's episode, if that's what you want to call it, um, I will be cooking from scratch beef stir fry with rice. Right on. So, yeah, but yep, got the mega shelter put together pretty well, and I got all my little LED USB lights in here, and what the hell is that? Oh, mosquito eater, something flying around. I did run an extension cord out here just to plug in the lights and my iPad and stuff like that, just to keep things charged. I ordered a couple more battery power banks. Um, they'll be God. This shirt is huge on me. Um, they'll they'll be here Wednesday. I also ordered my very first. It's going pretty good. How are you doing? I built my first bushcraft chair. That's what I'm sitting in. That video is uploading right now. I also bought my first bushcraft axe. Um, I googled, searched best bushcraft axes and stuff like that. Yeah, no, I got a citronella candle burning in here to keep the mosquitoes out. Um, Plus, it smells nice. Kind of smells like pine trees. No, it's not raining yet. It's everybody says it's because of the granite in the ground, but I don't quite believe that. But I swear to God, every time a storm barreling right for us, it goes whoop and splits into two. I don't know why. It's not like we live on a mountain or anything like that. I haven't got the axe yet. It'll be here Wednesday. I will be doing a basically just a review video on it. I think. Um, just kind of show it off. It's not your normal. It's not a Grand Forks or anything like that, or Grand Forge, however they say that. It wasn't in the budget right now. It's a $250 to $280 axe. So I did a Google search, and I'll tell you in 2 seconds. So I did a Google search of the best bushcraft axes, and this one was the best for the money, and it had a few better perks than other ones. It was I think this one was the best overall for the money, but it's okay, shipped. Grand Sport, yeah, that's how you pronounce it. I want to get one of those, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to spend that kind of money yet because I don't really use an axe very much. Um, but now that I'm going out to state land, I wanted to get something. Um, this is a Schrade SC Axe 2L 15.7-inch large survival axe with a 4.2-inch stainless steel blade. Blah, 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 blah. I'll show you guys what it looks like here real quick. Yeah, Dubsy's good shit, man. I like him. Excuse my language. But yeah, this is the I don't know how well that's showing up, but this is the axe I bought. Um, it's not hand forged or anything like that. I don't believe just by looking at it. But it's got really good reviews. It's supposed to be a really good axe. Comes with a sharpening stone, which is something I'll have to learn how to use. Um, One thing I want to do, I'm just letting things cool down a little bit, and nice. I have a neighbor who actually teaches blacksmithing. He stopped by one time and gave me one of his cards. I want to say last year. It was last fall. He gave me one of his business cards, and I need to get a hold of him. He said it's like $250 for the course. You go there. He helps you hand forge your own bushcraft axe. Um, and if you screw it up, which might be possible, um, if you screw it up, he fixes it for you. So it's like a guaranteed thing. Guy's been doing it for years. So what I want to do is I want to get a hold of him and see if he will allow me to film it for my YouTube channel, which would be kind of good because it'd give him a little bit of publicity and advertisement and stuff like that. Real straightforward, cool guy, real down to earth. So that's something I want to do, but I'm probably going to wait till a little bit closer to the fall. But I am going to get a hold of him here pretty soon. Yeah, I like Dubsy. I really want to see him hit 1,000 before Wednesday. He's damn close. I remember, I remember when I got close to hitting 1,000. Um, God, it took forever. It just seemed like those last 20 just took an eternity, and finally, bam! And now I'm almost to 1,800, which is exciting as hell for me. Um, yeah, I'm at 1,796, so four more subscribers, and I'll hit 1,800, which I am yeah, I am super stoked about that. I'm gonna check Dub's channel real quick. Yeah, Dub's at 961, so he's almost there, and that's the part that just seems to take as long as it took to get to the number you're at now. But yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a hold of that dude and see if he'd be interested in let me film it for a YouTube channel or show or whatever you want to call it. I call it a show. Um, and I think that'd be pretty cool. So I think instead of buying one, I'm just gonna. I mean, it's the same price to buy one already made, or I can go experience making one. So yeah, I think that's the route I'm gonna take. But I'm gonna use this one for now. Like I said, it's got pretty good reviews. It's a fiber handle. Um, I did see one review. Some guy managed to break his. I don't know what the hell it was. Yeah, dude, that would be awesome. I can't even fathom the numbers that you've got. I can't even grasp that, to be honest with you. I mean, Jesus, I couldn't even imagine getting a YouTube award or trophy or anything like that. I mean, in my eyes, my channel's exploding, and hopefully only going to get better. Um, but yeah, that is awesome. That is unbelievable. But so yeah, the first state land video is uploaded, which there was a lot of dead pine trees from when they clear cut it. God knows how long ago. Um, little ones on the ground, so I could go out there and build a shelter. It's just I got to take it back down, so I can't do like you do, where you're building these extravagant villages and stuff like that. That is so cool, man. Um, I can't do that here. I mean, I guess maybe I could, but I'd have to take it right back down. Um, so yeah, but yeah, I'm out here in the larger than ever mega shelter. Um, as you can hear, there's cars driving by. If you don't know the story, I had to take it down out of the pasture because of the cows, um, and whatnot. But I decided to sliver. Oh, nice. Yeah, I used to have a bit of a situation like that, but kind of had a little bit of a falling out, and I came across this place, and everything's going fine until the cows came back, till the cows came home. Um, I've got the opportunity to lease land across the street from here from the same guy, and then in the fall I can lease that land also. It's like $500 American um, a month. So I think $500 a month I could put that in my savings account and buy that ultralight canoe I want and nice. Um, I could buy the hot tent that I want to get. I could buy the new wood stove I want to get. Um, yeah, $500 a month right now is a lot of money. Maybe if my channel does ever explode and I start making that mad YouTube money, um, maybe then I could purchase some land and be able to do stuff like that. I mean, that's my ultimate goal, my ultimate dream. Um, I just I don't really have the capability right now, but yeah, it is what it is. So, but no, dude, those things you build are just unbelievable. That's awesome. But how close are you to 100,000? My nose is stuffy. Yeah, yeah, I'm not giving up. I've discussed in the past that I came real close to giving up. This shirt is friggin' huge on me. It makes me look bigger than I am. Um, but yeah, it's I come real close because I couldn't seem to find that hill to roll my snowball down, and finally, bam! It took off with the mega shelter. That's why I wanted to rebuild it. And people like it. Um, and I did run an extension cord out here. I think I said that already. I got my LED lights plugged in. They're those little light bulb looking ones that I use when I go out in the woods. I love those things. Um, yeah, got the wood stove, got my bushcraft chair, um, got my kitchen hung up. It's all my kitchen utensil or stuff. Oh yeah, wait, I got utensils in the house yet. Dang it. So I got to bring that stuff out. But yeah, I got my cot in here. I got a small rug for now. I'm actually going to go to the store tomorrow and I'm going to cook tonight in the filming of the video or the episode, whatever you want to call it. Hey, what's going on, Clifford? I don't know how I just messed your name up. Yeah, that's gonna be part of the video. I'm not hungry right now. I had a slice of pizza earlier today, and it I don't know filled me up. And but yeah, I got the cot in here. I got the rug. I'm gonna go to the store tomorrow sometime. I have to get some stuff to do some work to my chicken coop, and I gotta get some more chicken feed. I'm getting low on that. Um, and I gotta what else I gotta get? I think that's all I gotta get. But yeah, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get an area rug. I'm pimping this thing out or whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be like the Cribs edition of a bushcraft dish shelter. So like I said, I've got power out here. Charging my phone, my iPad, running my lights. Um, hey Stephanie, what's going on? So yeah, I mean, God, I would love to hook an AC up. It is so freaking muggy. And thank you, bless you too. Um, but yeah, it would be sweet to be able to run an AC in here. Holy cow, is it hot? It is going to be roasting when I get this wood stove going. If you guys promise not to look down on me, I might bring a fan out. But yeah, this is gonna be really nice in wintertime. I started slowly insulating the roof with some blue board. Um, I'm not following any form of rules for this thing. This is a fort. This is a knock to my childhood when I would go out in the woods with my buddies and we just scrounge up whatever we could find, old 2x4s and tarps and old rusty bent nails and just build something. That's essentially what this beast is. And I'll come out here and I'll do live chats here and there, and if I don't have the ability to travel out to the state land or whatever, I'll come out here and do an overnight, and like if there's severe weather and stuff like that, gotta sensationalize it. So yeah, it's coming along pretty good. I had some old PVC pipes, so I kind of half-ass made um, yeah, I kind of made some supports in the roof with that PVC pipe, which I'll try to show it to you guys right there. I mean, it's gonna kind of help. Um, it's nothing extravagant, but yeah, I really don't want it to collapse. Excuse me, but yeah, I'm excited. Um, you know, yeah, I easily could, um, but like really, like if you look that way, you got a view of my house. Um, that way, you got a view of the what, Stephanie? You hurt your finger? Is that what you're saying? But yeah, if you look that way, you've got a view of the hoop barn. This way is a big pile of dirt and shoved up trees. Um, that way you would have a kind of. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know if you could see it or not. I got myself today with my silky saw. I was bleeding like a stuck hog. That view, you'd see a little bit of trees for about 10 feet, and maybe the fields, which have oats and barley in them this year. So I mean, there's really not a whole lot to look at, and I'm underneath a great big tree, a couple of them, so not a whole lot of sunlight is gonna shine down or shine in or anything like that. Um, Eventually, I'm going to get some wood and build pretty much a real door to this thing, so I can close it and cinch the tarp tight and everything. Right? Yeah, I'll print off a picture of a deer. Um, Me and my dad have a running joke because whenever I'm right in my backyard filming a video, like if I'm doing an MRE review, it's right over there, like 20 feet. I sit on this log for this tree that fell down. Motorcycle. Um, Anyways, sounds like a couple of them. Jesus. Yeah. I'm gonna build an actual door for this thing, and then I'm gonna blue board insulate it, and then I'm gonna get this special kind of foam board. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like heat resistant. I'm gonna build around the wood stove to help drive that heat out during the wintertime. Um, so once I get all that blue board stuff put up and all secure and everything, um, then I suppose it'd be a lot easier to put some form of a window up. But yeah, this thing's just gonna be totally pimped out or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm not following any rules, but Oh, sorry. Yeah, Jesus. Oh, till I need a nap. Kidding. Um, but yeah, so I oh yeah, it gets super cold here. The snow is hit and miss. We'll get storms every once in a while. We'll get 12, 15 inches of snow, and sometimes it's kind of warm, a warmer winter to where it doesn't snow as much, and then you always get these really super cold days, like not including the wind chill, because when you're in a shelter, the wind chill doesn't affect you. But one of my earlier videos, I did a tarp trip, um, where it was just a tarp and a long fire and dressed warm. It was negative 12 out Fahrenheit. Um, Another one, I did an emergency snow shelter video. It was negative 16 out. Now, granted, that tarp video, I don't think there was a wind chill, if I remember correctly. I don't think the wind was blowing that day for some reason. But yeah, there's times that with a wind chill here, it'll get negative 75 degrees out. They'll cancel school and close the government buildings and everything. I kind of wish they'd stay closed. Um, but yeah, it definitely gets chilly here, and it's in the summertime. There's been days that it's been over 100 degrees out, and with the humidity, or the heat index they call it. Um, yeah, true that. But with the heat index, it's been 115, 120 degrees here, and it's so humid that your body doesn't even sweat, and it's just, yeah, it's sticky and horrible. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's a weird state to live in. It's two extremes. Oh damn it! I thought I heard thunder in the background, but it's just somebody shooting. Um, I'm really hoping for a thunderstorm. I really am. One, I want to know if this thing's gonna leak. um, and two, I love listening to thunder. Yeah, yeah, I totally hate the humidity, and it doesn't help that I'm kind of a fat kid. Um, yeah, humidity just kicks my ass. But excited to get my cow, because I'm gonna go back on that keto diet and lose this weight I gained. I'm yeah, tired of being this big. Um, um, well, we've got the Mississippi River here, so we get a fair amount of flooding through that. Um, but not like Texas and Louisiana and stuff like that, where they get a huge flooding. But it's I don't know. The fields get pretty nasty sometimes, and like last year, there was a lot of water last year. There's a lake that there's actually a chain of lakes that's connected by a river near me. Um, I personally don't hunt anymore, but there's turkey hunting. Up north, you can go bear hunting. You can shoot coyotes year round. You don't even need a license or permit or anything. Just shoot as many coyotes as you want. Um, Squirrels, raccoon, moose, elk. I think, yeah, up north, I'm pretty sure there's elk hunting. Sandhill cranes. You can't shoot them here, which is kind of silly because there's a bunch of them. It, I've got pictures last year. There had to been 2,000 of those sandhill cranes out in the fields. They're supposed to be really tasty too. But yeah, just that's all good. Um, you can pretty much anything you can hunt. Deer hunting, all that stuff. Like bow seasons from like September to December 31st. Rifle seasons in November. There's muzzle loading. Um, this is a shotgun only zone, which is kind of lame. But yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff you can hunt here. Um, when I was younger and I lived in Michigan, we hunted quite a bit. Rabbits, stuff like that, squirrels, uh, deer. But yeah, I don't hunt anymore. I have nothing against it. I think it's well needed. You'd be surprised with these things. These things are about the size of a pterodactyl. Um, they are, I would say, well bigger. Or well bigger. I will tell you, these are well bigger. They are larger than a Canadian goose, and they're supposed they call them the filet mignon of the sky. So they're supposed to be really really good. So I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind clubbing one of those with just walk up to it and cook it right here. That'd be good. But yeah, they're big big birds. Actually, here I'll because I bought an iPad, I can do this. Let's see, Sand Hill Crane. I love Google. Um, yeah, they're an 11-pound bird. I wonder what they're about 3.5 feet tall or so, and their wingspan is 5 foot 3 inches. So they're a pretty decent sized bird. I would say they're bigger than a Canadian goose, um, and much tastier. But yeah, so there it is. Sorry, looking for my water. Um, what else? Now I've had raccoon before. That ain't too bad. Um, the wild turkeys, I don't know, they get average size, but yeah, they got the spring hunt and the fall hunt. Um, it's not going to be like the ones you get at the grocery store. Um, they're well, a male wild turkey. I guess it will be about the same size. They're 11 to 24 pounds. A female's 5.5 to 12 pounds. Um, the males are total length of 3.3 feet to 4.1 feet, and female is 2.5 to 3.1. But a wild turkey is, yeah, yeah, no kidding. They're always fighting. My buddy Phil and I had aspirations of running for president and vice president in 2020. We did this years ago. We started talking about this, and I actually wrote a tax plan out that would basically get rid of your federal taxes, and it would lower most taxes and raise a couple of small taxes, and actually fund the entire government and fund the entire U.S. and have a surplus. Um, I did that, and the math checked out. The programs checked out, and it was crazy that they just can't seem to figure that shit out. But enough politics. Yeah, I have. Excuse me. I have Twilight, which is my one pet turkey. She's a big white one, and I have two of the other ones. Nice. If you haven't, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Sorry, my hillbilly's coming out of me. I had to put a dip in. So, yeah, I still have pet turkeys. I had five, and three of them died, unfortunately, and it's a thing that happens. Um, but I still have two left. That's why I've got to run to the store tomorrow to get some stuff because I when I built that PVC pipe uh, chicken coop, I put an actual screen door in there for the door. It's wood, um, but the screen popped out of it because it's in there piss poor. So I'm gonna go get some mesh and a staple gun, and I'm gonna staple mesh in there because my rooster that I never wanted and I always threatened to shoot and I never do. Um, him and my female chicken, they attacked the baby turkeys. They managed to escape their little cage that I have inside the big coop, and they attacked them and killed them. So I'm gonna kick those two out. They can go fend for themselves, kind of thing. No, they're pets. Um, I, uh, I don't know. I'm kind of weird, I guess, but no, they're pet turkeys. Um, and then I raise one or two pigs every fall. Those go in my freezer. I just bought a half a beef from my landlord. That's getting processed right now. I'm getting a tomahawk steak out of that, and I'm gonna try to vacuum seal the piss out of it so it doesn't go bad. And I'm gonna bring that to Michigan with me when Dub C and I do our collaboration video next year. Um, so I got 10 more ISA browns, or some people call them ISA browns, for egg layers. Because last year something was picking mine off. I don't know if it was the coyotes or an eagle or a hawk or what it was, but yeah, something was picking them off. So I had to replace them. So they're out in the little cage part right now. Twilight doesn't mess with any of the chicks. It's just that stupid ass rooster and that Plymouth Rock hen. They're assholes. Excuse my language. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna kick them out, and they can run around eating bugs. I feed them and water them, just free range them. Next June. I'm from northern Michigan, where I'm originally from. Um, so so I got a place that I used to go all the time when I was a kid. Um, and there's a little island out there you can canoe or kayak whatever out to, and you're allowed to camp on it. So Dub C and I have become pretty good friends because we're one both from Michigan. We're essentially the same age. I think he's like a couple days older than me. And um, oh, nice. But so we're going to meet up uh, around June 18th and do a 3 day, 2 night trip out on this island in this lake and do some fishing. And he's going to bring some MREs. I'm going to bring that tomahawk steak. I'm just going to bring my hammock and my rain fly. That's what I did last time I camped on that island. It was nice. No mosquitoes out there. I don't know. They just must not know that they can go to that island. Um, but yeah, so yeah, we're gonna do that collaboration video. Yep, it'll be 2021. Just with this virus shit going on, um, I I don't want to deal with Michigan right now. Um, granted, the half of the state that I would be in is open, so that's a plus, I guess. But yeah, I just don't want to deal with it right now. Um, excuse me. That's why I put off my trip to Florida. Um, that's why I haven't gone up to the Boundary Waters yet either. That's gonna have to be put off till next year. But yeah, so lots of plans for next year. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that trip. You know, I love Michigan. I miss that place. I left there back in 2007. I left Michigan, and you know, all my family and everybody lives there, so I go back at least once a year. Yeah, but yeah, I wasn't going down to Florida to do any kind of bushcraft stuff or anything like that. I was gonna go hang out with my buddy, get drunk, go to the beach, um, catch some shrimp, maybe teach him a thing or two about this kind of stuff, and just go on a real vacation. Never had one. Um, you know, I mean, I've been on family vacations and stuff like that, but I've never been on a vacation by myself. Um, so you know, Phil invited me down there, and I was gonna go. I was actually supposed to be down there. I would have gotten back yesterday, but you know, big old mosquito eater. Hey, alligator's tasty. Um, yeah, I don't know up where the area he lives if there's alligators. I mean, I suppose there might be. I don't really know. You know, they say there's alligators in the sewers in New York, but yeah. So yeah, that trip's postponed till next year. I haven't really set a date yet. Um, June I'll be in Michigan, and I'm thinking maybe August. Um, no, I'm not your dad. What are you asking? Um, you said dad with a question mark. Um, it tasted like alligator to me. No, I honestly, it's been so long since I've had alligator, I couldn't even tell you what it tasted like. Oh, damn. Okay. Um, there's a toad on the outside of my shelter. I can hear it making noise. That's crazy. Anyways, swampy here or swampy there? Where he lives, no, it's not swampy. There is a like a bit of a nature preserve or something like that, if I remember correctly. But it's gonna be fun. Um, I'm just gonna go down there, like I said, and have a good time. It's more of a vacation. I will be filming some things to upload to YouTube, and hell, maybe I'll do a live chat. Um, you know, it's just going down there to have a blast, really. Hang out with a good friend of mine, and you know, go from there. But yeah, so and June's the trip to Michigan with to do the collaboration video with Dub C. Um, if you guys haven't already, please head over to his channel and hit the subscribe button. He puts a lot of great videos out, and he's going to start doing a little bit more camping videos and stuff like that, from what I understood, and a couple of overnights and stuff like that. So I'm real excited to watch his channel continue to grow. Um, Dirt in my eye. Um, he's one of my. If you go to my channel, he's one of my featured channels that I have on there. But also DV, hit up DV Outdoors. He put up his first video today, which I'm excited about. Yep, yep. I'm gonna spend 3 days with with Dub doing the video, some fishing and stuff like that, and then the area I'm in, my dad owns a cabin, um, so he's gonna be there and whatnot, and I'll hang out with all my family, go see my mom and her horses and all that stuff, my sister and all that. Excuse me. So yeah, should be pretty exciting trip all around. But and then I'm thinking August, probably sometime in August. I'm hoping to have that ultralight canoe by then. I'd like to go up to the Boundary Waters and do a week long canoe trip. Um, I think that'd be pretty fun. Go up there to catch some walleye and cook them and all that. But yeah, my channel is really taken off, and I really appreciate you guys' support in this thing. It's see what number we're at. See if we gained any subscribers. Um, I love how this tree is bent like this. That was a perfect. I suppose you guys can't see it. 1796. Still got 4 to go. But yeah, it's all coming along. I like I said, I never thought I would be this big, and I mean, yeah, I'm not a million subscribers big or anything like that, and who knows if I'll ever get there. Yeah, there's actually a little podunk town not too far from here. It's where I go and get groceries every once in a while when I need something from the store, because I'm trying to more or less live off of land more than anything. Um, but yeah, somebody had posted on the community forum that they seen a bear roaming around town. So me being the smartass I am, I put a GIF of or GIF, however you say that, of Yogi the bear and Boo Boo. But yeah, there's bears, there's mountain lions, or cougars, whatever you want to call them. I don't know if we've got any rattlesnakes here. I know in Michigan they got rattlesnakes. Um, but there's wolves up north. There's a shitload of coyotes around here. I hear them all the time. But kind of gets you to pucker up a little bit when you hear them. Especially you hear wolves. I've heard wolves out in the wild camping up north, and that is the most beautiful sound and eerie sound you'll ever hear in your life. God, I gotta get rehydrated. Yeah, I know. And it's because of you guys. You guys rock. That's why I'm glad I started doing these live chats so I can get you guys' honest feedback. Um, but yeah, it's this is awesome. This has been a dream of mine for years, ever since Les Strode. You know, um, I would say, I've seen a bear in the wild. I've never seen a wolf. I've come across their poop or scat, whatever you want to call it. I've seen their tracks. When I did the Powell hiking trail, there's a lot of wolf shit up there. Um, you know, um, that's here in Minnesota. Out in Wyoming, I've seen. When I first moved out to Wyoming, I didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out, so I was basically living in my Jeep. I went out there with hopes and prayers of getting a job, and I did land one, but I didn't have the money to live or anything. Michigan's economy blows. At least it did back then. Maybe it's better now. But I sold a couple of things and packed my shit up in my Jeep, and I drove out to Wyoming in hopes of landing a job, and I did, and it worked out good. Now I'm in this place, this state. Um, but so a buddy of mine went out there with me, and we got tired of sleeping in the Jeep, so we went out to the BLM land and set up my tent that I brought with and camped in there. And we went back up there the next day because we were getting hungry. We were gonna try to get a rabbit or something. And excuse me, right where we camped, there was a set of mountain lion tracks that walked right through the camp because there was a fresh snow. That was a little eerie. Seen a moose up in the Bighorn Mountains. I've heard those would kick the piss out of you. Um, so that was cool, and you know had you on your on edge or whatever you want to say. Ready to try to run, or at least run faster than people you're with. Um, You know, I've never seen a wolf in person, but I've heard them, and they are something cool to hear. But yeah, here in Minnesota, I seen a bear. Um, wasn't even out in the woods really. It was kind of on the side of the road. But yeah, moose will kick the shit out of you. Yeah, that's the way the coyotes are here. A coyote will run in and snatch your dog and run off with it. That or they'll try to lure your dog out and they'll eat it. Um, they're the coyotes are a big problem here. You know, in Michigan, the wolves they for years people have said they've seen wolves in you know the northern lower peninsula and the DNR. Oh no! They finally admitted that the wolves cross over the ice pack from the UP, and they're now in northern Michigan, the lower peninsula. So yeah, I wouldn't want to screw with a wolf. You know, I mean, I wouldn't want to wrestle a bear either. You know, I always have my knife on my side when I'm out in the woods. Um, I'd put up a hell of a fight. I don't know if I'd win or not, but you know, whatever attacked me would be fucked up. Excuse my language. But um, you know, unless they got me when I'm sleeping, then I'd probably be screwed. But yeah, I don't think I'll have to worry too much here. I mean, there's been times I've been out here at night, in my backyard doing something, and yeah, I definitely would watch your children. Um, and I've heard the coyotes, and God, they make some eerie sounds. Um, yeah, there's not a whole lot, but they're coming. They actually wanted to open up season here for wolves because they're getting so bad up north, and all the tree huggers or whatever you want to call them, animal rights people, they bitched enough that they ended up canceling the season. But you know, I believe it's something that needs to be done. It's just like deer. You know, you need to hunt deer to keep the population under control because um, you know eventually they would all eat themselves to death or you know eat all the food and starve to death, eat all their shit. But yeah, there's one time I was out here. I don't even remember what the hell I was doing. I don't know if I was checking on the chickens or what. But I swear to God, I heard a woman screaming. I'm going, what in the hell is going on? Because I live out in the country. There's not a whole lot of people around me. And it sounded like, you know, somebody was screaming out in the pasture and stuff like that. And I grabbed my flashlight and I was kind of shining it. And all of a sudden I could hear them all start howling. It was a pack of coyotes. But yeah, it was such an eerie ass sound. You know, a wolf is beautiful. The coyotes are freaking weird sounding. But yeah, you know, I'm contemplating because you know that state land where I did that video. They spotted a mountain lion in that area, uh, probably about 2 3 months ago, maybe 2 months ago. It was before the virus started. Somebody had it on trail cam, so I'm contemplating getting my carry conceal permit and you know carrying a handgun out there just in case. Mountain lions will fuck you up. Um, you know, so you never know what's going to happen. Animals are very unpredictable. You know, a deer could kick the crap out of you. Um, so you know, I'd rather have the upper hand. But you know, it's I don't know. This is a somewhat beautiful state. Um, you know, it's a lot of farmland where I live, and there's some trees and stuff like that, but most of it's private land. But you get up north, and it is so beautiful. It reminds me of Michigan so much. All the rivers and the rocks and waterfalls and stuff like that really reminds me of the UP, which would make sense because it's essentially right in line with it. But you know, I would love to, you know, if I ever did get YouTube rich. Yeah, dude, it's or ma'am, it's yeah, it's a eerie thing to hear. But if I ever get get big, huge on YouTube, and I get YouTube rich, whatever you want to call it. God, I almost think that's a cardinal singing. I'm not sure, but yeah, I would love to buy some land up north, just go build a little cabin on there, up there, and film all my YouTube stuff on it, or hell, maybe even go back to Michigan. But this is a goofy state, lots of weird regulations and rules, and lots and lots and lots of taxes. Holy cow! Um, but you know, it's it's cool that my channel's taken off like this, and I owe it all to you guys. I really do. Yeah, it might be. I don't know. I'm terrible. My grandfather, and it would be my great uncle. My great uncle in Michigan was actually a like a head bird scientist thing for like CMU or Michigan State or something like that. He published some papers and did all kinds of stuff. And my grandfather, he could hear or see a bird and tell you exactly what it was. Um, Me, not so much. I have no idea. I know what a blue jay sounds like. I call those things the narc of the woods. But yeah, I don't know. I love listening to birds. I really need to put up a bird feeder in my yard. The only problem is I got these stupid pine squirrels, and that's one thing that makes me nervous about this stuff. I don't want them in here making a nest. They made a nest in the hood of my truck last year, so I don't know. They might disappear, but yeah. So I don't know. Everything's coming along and whatnot. But I was really hoping for a good thunderstorm today. I really was, but didn't get one unfortunately. So I don't think I would have an issue here too much. I mean, there's 150 cows in the back that should in theory bring a bear. There's calves and everything. I find the bones out there every once in a while. I think that's part of the reason the coyotes go out there so much. That, and it's like 400 acres or 300 acres, whatever it is. But yeah, I don't think I'd have an issue here. A friend of mine, they get a bear getting in their garbage all the time. But I don't know if you guys ever eaten bear before, but not my favorite thing to eat. It's one of those pine squirrels. If I wouldn't get in trouble on YouTube, I'd go grab my shotgun. But yeah, those pine squirrels are useless. At least the big, the gray and the black squirrels and stuff like that. At least those things got some meat on them. Okay, but it's I don't know. This is amazing. Sorry, I'm distracted by that squirrel. That's the thing that makes me nervous is that the squirrel's going to get in here and destroy all my stuff, and I'm going to not be happy. Volume. Some people say I'm quiet sounding. Stupid squirrels. I hate those things. Um, but yeah, when I first moved in here, I seen three of those things, and now they must have mass produced because there's got to be 10 of them running around my house. They got into my kayak and my house. I am about 150 feet maybe. Um, but yeah, there's those, those pine squirrels got into my kayaks because they put uh, um, styrofoam so they don't sink. Um, in the nose of those things, and I had to move one of my kayaks today, and there was a pile of styrofoam come out of there. Kind of beeped me off. Kind of jealous, Jeremy. That looks good. This stir fry is going to be amazing, though. I Thank you. Go away, squirrel. Stupid squid to my shelter. I can already tell. Sorry, I'm getting super distracted by that squirrel. I like I've said before, I'm 95% positive I have ADHD, or adult ADHD they call it. I think that's why I'm able to do the things I'm able to do, because my mind goes a million miles an hour, and I've got several hundred different projects going in my head. Hey Dub, what's going on, buddy? We were just talking about you about 15, 20 minutes ago. It was all good. Um, how's your trip going, dude? Hey, squirrel hopefully got picked off by a hawk. Um, yeah, right on. Awesome. Hopefully you got free Wi-Fi. I think all hotels have free Wi-Fi by now. But yeah, um, excited about the video I'm gonna do tonight. Making the stir fry. You know, I've been eating a shit ton of MREs and not doing a whole lot of cooking, stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know if I had a dream last night or what, but I was craving beef stir fry, so I looked up a recipe and went to town earlier today and got everything I need to do that. And yeah, I got to make it all from scratch, so that should be really good. And I found that I was gonna boil rice. I found this like already cooked rice. You just gotta add a little bit of water and kind of steam it. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, yeah, it should be pretty good. Only thing it's gonna kind of suck is oh, okay, now I get it. Love you too, mom. I say hi to my mom, everybody. um, yeah, I was like, say hi to your. You know, I made this shelter about twice the size of it the last time. Um, so I've got my bed way over there, and I've got more than enough room that when wintertime comes, I can move it where I'm sitting right now, so I'm closer to the wood stove. But I almost don't think I'm going to have to. I might get one of those. I don't know how many people heat with wood, but I've seen these neat little fans you can get that you sit on your wood stove, and the heat causes them to spin and blow the heat out. Has anybody ever used one of those before? I don't know if I want to spend the money on it not work, or if it doesn't make a difference. But you know, I'm gonna have this thing so insulated; it should be really good. Um, I don't know if I can on this iPad. I don't. This is the first Apple product I have ever owned, so the live chat's kind of zoom in, but I can. There's my bed. Me when I yeah, I don't know. It pretty chilly, the size it was last year. Um, you know, it would get fairly chilly at night. So I get out of here. Damn mosquito just flew in. Excuse me. So and plus I'm a little bit downhill here, but my idea is when I build that kind of box around this thing, that it's going to, I'm going to angle it so it comes underneath this branch, and I'm hoping that heat kind of lofts like this, because I do have a vent back there, so I'm hoping that it'll cause it to kind of swirl in here, but we'll see what happens. But so yeah, I'm excited about this one. I've got so much more room in here that, you know, I could easily fit another cot in here. Um, I don't know why I would, but I could. Just saying. I'm also contemplating getting a cooler, or maybe just some of that blue board or something like that, and making a earth fridge, they call it. You know, the ground's fairly cool here because it's always shaded, um, and it's not wet, but it's moist once you dig down into it. So I'm contemplating building a little fridge to, I could, I don't know, like when I come out and like if I come out and do an overnight or something like that. I mean, granted, yeah, I could walk to my house and get in my refrigerator and grab some eggs, but I think it would add a little bit more to the channel if I actually cut the stuff out here. That's the one thing I don't want people to think that, I'm just out here filming a little bit and I go inside my house and sleep in my bed or anything like that. I'm going to be sleeping out here. I've slept in worse conditions, and this thing's like a palace. But so I'm contemplating building a little refrigerator to keep keep eggs in there, maybe a couple cans of beer. Um, just leave the bottom dirt. Just put like a rack down in there or something like that, so that cold air for the cold ground will cool everything down, and then just insulate it and put a roof on it. But yeah, it's all things I want to do. Holy shit, it is hot. Yeah, I'm half tempted to bring a fan out here. Holy shit, is it hot today? It is so muggy out. That's because those big storms are coming from the south, pushing all that warm, moist air up here, but they disappear. I don't know. I'm gonna check the radar again here. Um, right there. Yeah, the radar's taking forever to load up. There we go. Yeah, there's no rain even near us. The way the storm keeps dissipating, I don't even think it's gonna frickin' rain tonight. We need it though. Rain seems to cool things down after a while. But so yeah, that's what's going on right now. So I think I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. I gotta process some firewood. Um, get out of here. Get mosquito hawk. Um, I gotta process some firewood and get this wood stove going. I'm gonna leave my door open for now. I'll probably close it up tonight. I don't know, wake up with a chicken laying on me or something. But great chat with you guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everything. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Um, but yeah, great chat. I might do another one later tonight. We'll see how I feel. Eating this food when I get it cooked there, it might put me in a food coma. So, um, but all right, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks again for everything.